Hey guys, Kev here, and I have a package to unbox for you. I'm going to use this little guy, the Ant Design Pathfinder V2, to unbox it. This is the quick release version. It's a little keychain utility knife, and I just thought I'd give it a little go here, test it out. So the package here is from SkyRaider. So SkyRaider, as I understand, is a U.S. Manufacturing shop, and he does, I'm not sure exactly everything he does. I think he might have some knives or something, but he does these trays. So he offered to send me one to review and give feedback on. So I don't think they're available just yet. So, figure out what's in here. Bear with me. So yes, SkyRaider knives. So there's definitely knives. I don't think there's knives in here, but they make knives. All right, there's a lot of stuff in here. So there we go. So this is a similar system to what I have now with Tinkerforce. And that's this tray right here. And then I have, you know, there's different accessories. Like I designed this with the folks over at Tinkerforce to fit in here. I designed this tray right here to have this bigger slot instead of a bunch of little ones. So that would fit in there. And knife scales and stuff would fit in there, etc. And they make other accessories. So if you're looking for an ultra affordable tray and whatever, Tinkerforce is a great place to look. These are like 32 bucks or something like that. Now we're going to check out what SkyRaider has to offer. This is going to be, I believe, CNC machined out of metal in the US, which these are 3D printed in the US. So you're talking about a little different, you know, idea here, a little different level of product. So everything has its place. I like the idea of having different things. So, Kev, I love your channel and like that you cover more than knives. I hope you enjoy your hangers. This is the hanger. John, thank you, dude. Really appreciate you, man. So here it is, the Hanger Enthusiast Tray. So, aerospace grade 6061 aluminum. There's the size, 9 1/4 by 9 1/4 by 1/2 inch. You're talking 4 deep pockets for liners and organizers, 4 shallow pockets for hardware organization, non-slip rubber feet, grooved rim for easy handling, and it's made in Arizona. How about that? That almost looks like a cup holder. Let's take a look at the hanger, guys. I'm excited. So here we have what look to be inserts. And I'm guessing you could... Oh, no. No way. All right, hold on a second. Hold on. Hold your goddamn horses. Dude, look at that. He machined my fucking name in there? Oh, my man, John. Hell yeah, dude. I don't know the cost on these, so I apologize for that. Whatever it costs, it's worth it. You bought me. He bought me. I'm a shill. I'm officially a shill. Oh, man. All right. So we have these inlays. They look like they're made out of leather. And this is cool to me because one of the things... And again, I'm going to keep referencing this tray because I literally use it every single day of my life. So there's no way I can't reference this tray. I do apologize. This video is about SkyRaider, not Tinkerforce. But you got to have, you know, yin and yang here. And both, right now, I'm going to say both are freaking awesome. So it's just a matter of, you know, what you want to spend, what you're into, that kind of thing, right? But one thing on these is, you know, they're 32 bucks or whatever. So you just replace them at some point. I have a bunch of these. I have like 3 now, I think. And, you know, over time, I spill shit. I get glue on there. I get oil all over the place. There's like glitter and shit on them. This one's relatively new. So I'm like, I should get a new one, right? Well, in this case, I'm sure you could just buy these little inserts and swap them out. You could even buy different ones, I'm sure. And then you could have like black in here. You could have, you know, different colors. That's pretty cool to me. I guess you could leave it without them as well if you wanted to. But check this out. That's sick, dude. Oh, this is fucking sick right here. All right. SkyRaider, dude. So here's my beverage. You could just put hardware in there. You even have a spot right here to put screws or whatever you want. Now there's some extra stuff here. We have a bit holder. Ah, no. Okay, that's smart. You's a smart gentleman, sir. Look at that. Look at that. So you could probably just take this out and then that'll sit in there. Oh, and then it... Dudes. Doesn't spin as well like this. Still works though, but I'm thinking you could just leave that out. Then you can spin it around. So let's just, for shits and giggles, I got my Get Good screwdriver. Bang! Oh, I see. Okay, so it's not cut like a, it's not cut for a 1/4-inch hex. And maybe that's on purpose so you could maybe put other things there. I don't know. But then you can take bits and whatnot and spread these around. And put them all around, and then look, you can spin this to get what you want. That's kind of what I was thinking. But then again, I'm probably chewing up the inside there. Maybe this is better, and I can still spin it. I don't know why I would need to, but you could fit an absolute boatload of bits in here. So T6s, T8s, T10s, T15s, right? And we still have a shit ton of space there, right? These are my little hex guys. Oh, you know, I'm going to give this guy a run for its money. I mean, I appreciate them sending me this, so let's give her a test. So these are 15s as well. So then I have these little guys. They're like regular Phillips and whatnot, right? And then what I would probably do is take one more T6 and one more T8. So I have 3 of each there. And look at that. I wonder, dude, the finger bit fits right in there. So you could even put your finger bit in there if you wanted to. Yeah, obviously you could put other stuff. There is other stuff. So let's see. There's also a small organizer. Oh, dude. Dude. You kidding me, dude? This is sick. Okay. You obviously thought this out. I'll tell you my thoughts on some of it. Obviously, I gotta use it a little bit here. But, look, you got these holes down here. And my first thought is like, why? Why do we have these holes, right? And I bet you, my thinking is, I think that's just a piece of something. I don't think that's like, doesn't obviously matter. It's a machine mark. Maybe it is. My thinking is maybe it's to hold it in the machine when they're making it. That's pretty sick right there. I mean, I don't know what I would put in here, but like, here's my setup, right? This one's not round, so it doesn't quite fit in any of these. So that doesn't work. But Loctite, nope, that doesn't fit either. These are basically set up for KPLs. Oh, I mean, they did think that out, right? So you have all the KPLs here. Ultralight, original, right? Then you could take your donut oil, kind of fits in there. I don't know if another driver would, I mean, you could just set it in like, oops. You could just set it in like that. You'd have another driver. I wish this would fit in there, but you know, you got to make decisions. So I don't know if I would necessarily do this. What I would probably do is not use one. You know, I'd probably like just use this for hardware or something during a disassembly. So I think for people who are just trying to, you know, take a knife apart and, you know, whatever, I think this works. I think it works well. I'll just grab a random knife. Here's a Richard Rogers X-Men. Now my only thought on this is I kind of want it to be bigger. Like I want a full size hanger, right? Because I'd be a little concerned. I have you know, I have titanium and I have steel and then I have aluminum like right here around the edges. If I nick, you know, if I bang that, I could actually probably damage my edge or whatever, where on the plastic one, you're just hitting the side or whatever. You're not going to really damage your knife. So that's one thought I'd have is just, you know, if it's bigger, then I have more of this cushioned area to work with. I would be a little bit afraid to mess something up personally because I'm clumsy as shit, right? I'm wondering what these little cutouts are for. I don't know if they're just there because just to have some design feature around it because he wanted this to fit in that circular area. But this is nice just by itself, dude. I mean, you could just set this on your table. You know what would be cool if there was like a bearing and it could spin, the whole bottom of it could spin. That'd be pretty cool too. You can see their logo here, SkyRaider knives, USA made knives and gear. I gotta tell you, the quality, the feel of this aluminum, I'm assuming it's hard anodized black, feels really, really nice. Man, it's incredible. You got my logo on there, dude. I appreciate that so much. I'm trying to think of what else I could do here. I have the little Q-tips I use a lot. You know, they would probably fit in here. Yeah, they don't fit like straight up and down, but they do fit in there. So this is kind of where I went with the Tinker Force stuff, right? Oops, trying to get that back in. I kept going, I want to put this in there. I want to put that in there. I want to put this in there. And that's why this ended up being as crazy as it is, right? I mean, look at all this shit in here. Because I wanted everything in one place. I didn't want to have to fish anything out of a drawer or whatever, right? So, to me, honestly, I think it'd be easier, whoops, if I took all of KPLs and everything out of here and I just set those aside, right? And then I still have this. I could just put this right here and use it, you know, during a disassembly along with the SkyRaider hanger. So that's kind of that. I think that would be my thinking on it. And then this, so like you can't fit a blade or anything up here, but you could put hardware, right? You could have like your pivot, your body screws, your clip stuff, so you could spread things out. You know, you could keep your bearings up here or whatever. So, you know, I think this has a good spot here. I think that's really nice, centralized, so you can get to it and do what you got to do, right? Let's test it out. Let's take her for a spin. I have a Divo knives mash V2.5 here. This is the bronze tie version, and I don't think I've done a disassembly yet for you guys, so maybe I'll just add that in to the end here, and we'll take it apart. So thank you to SkyRaider Knives. Truly appreciate this. Incredible. Really is. The craftsmanship is incredible. I need to sit and use it to get my thoughts together. I'm kind of trying to, like, you know, this is what I do. I'm trying to, like, decide exactly everything right away, and I need to just use it, and that's what we're going to do here. So let me grab my Get Good screwdriver, and then let me find a T8 bit, and let's get to work. So we have the Mash V2.5. Take out the pivot screw, and I will place that here. Cool thing is you could even use this for little screws and stuff like that as well. Get out this guy here. Body screw. So yeah, I mean, I would probably do it this way. You don't even have to use the mat. See, I already got a mark on it, which is fine. That's what's gonna happen. My OCD is like, ugh, man, Screw is tight. Oh, Kubi. All right, there we go. So I'll leave that in there actually. So let's see. Once you get it off, you have that. Here's your liner. This is your lock bar and your liner. So place that there. So the construction on this knife is the same as the V2. You have a pin that goes through the center of the backspacer, and that stabilizes it. Keep it right there. You got the stop pin here. The pivot works on a captive system, so we did add pivot collars to this model. So you see that little notch there. So you take your pivot collar and you drop it on so it lines up with that notch. Then you take your pivot barrel, which has a notch there, and you put that in so the DK faces sideways, which is straight up when you're, holding the knife. And that's how you have the captive system. And then we'll take the lock bar here. Just gonna clean that, clean off the blade. You can see they oiled the shit out of this thing. Take a Q-tip. Clean out the detent hole. All right, there's plenty of oil on these bearings, so I'm gonna leave them alone. I'm not gonna put skiffs in this just because this is. Here we go. What? I'll do that later. So, oops, probably need the blade cap. So, put the blade in, and this is where I want an XL tray. It works. I can slide it down here. But if you get into a larger knife, you're gonna struggle to keep, you're gonna struggle to not hit the aluminum with something. So, this is obviously meant for a certain purpose, so I get it. But just saying. And there we go with that. We'll drop this screw here. And you can see right away what the oil does. The oils and such do to leather, to the trays when I use them. And just, and imagine using a tray every single day. Unboxing, disassemblies, all types of stuff. And eventually they just, they get really beat up. So I like the idea that you could probably ask them for a new insert, or you could probably just go on their website and order a new insert, and then you're good to go, which is pretty cool. So put it back together, tighten this down, center it. That was super tight. Now it's super tight again. Clean off all the oils. Check centering is good. No lash. Detent fires. Might have went a little tight on the pivot. Actually, let me just do this real quick. Sometimes I noticed that they put a lot of gunk on in the pivot. So you have Loctite or whatever. See that black stuff? And, the more you have in there, the worse your action actually gets. Where'd that screw go? There. So, let me just clean everything out. I found once I clean out a pivot like this, you tend to get better action. No play, no rock, and we're swinging. Let's see if I can tighten that a little bit more. Yeah, I have a little more tightness in it. So, yeah, that's going to break in. And I think skiffs would probably make it even better, but, I mean, feels great. So that's how you disassemble and reassemble the V2.5. And that's what it looks like to use your SkyRaider hanger tray. I'm very impressed with this. The machining, the quality, the thought that went into it. You know, the branding. I really like that. I kind of like that he didn't make everything a 1/4 inch shape. It kind of makes it so you can have varying degrees, because sometimes, you know, one manufacturer will make this a little tighter than another, you know, same with the bits, and then maybe something wouldn't fit. So he just made it where they fit, you know, snug, but they're not like 1/4 inch shape, which is cool. So let me know what you guys think of this. Big shout out to SkyRaider Knives. I really appreciate you sending this my way. I will link what I can down below. I don't know the price of these, and I don't know availability, but I can tell you it's very, very cool. Check out the edges on here. There's, it's got heft to it because it's aluminum, solid aluminum. Look at the edge. It's almost like it's meant to go in a track or something. You can see the feet here are really nice. I like those quite a bit. Yeah, just some intricate milling there. I'm guessing I had that in the right way, right? It's not supposed to be like that, is it? Oh, well, I guess you could flip it over at any point, right? Shit, I should check. I think this is the right side, because this is the leather side, the hide side. So, I don't know. But anyway, thank you to SkyRaider. Really appreciate it, John. Thank you for reaching out. Thank you so much, truly. I really appreciate it. I'm going to try to use this for some videos going forward. I think I'll try to use it for disassemblies, for like regular reviews and stuff like that. I think having the extra space on the Tinker Force tray is important, especially for knives that aren't mine, because I don't want to accidentally, you know, nick anything. But yeah, I really like this. So love you guys. Hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will catch you later.